It's Saturday, February 9th, and I'm at a BLM campground a little bit north of Lake Havasu City in western Arizona, and I'm heating up some taco pizza on the scuttle. Leftovers. This campground's fairly crowded. In fact, this whole area seems to be busy with van dwellers and full-time RVers. I lucked out though. I found this offshoot down into a valley that I seem to have all to myself, so I'm expecting a quiet evening. I made an appointment for the Jeep to get it serviced in Prescott, Arizona. Not this week, but the following week. So right now I'm in western Arizona. Prescott is 3 hours to the east. This week I'm going to spend time exploring between here and there, and by the end of the week I hope to be situated near Prescott. But I'm excited to get the Jeep sorted. The death wobble is becoming more and more prevalent. So is the misfire, and I really need it to be rock solid again. It's Saturday night, and I like to do this in the morning, but I fell behind today. Every YouTube episode I put out, I like to accompany with, I don't know, at least 4 Instagram posts. And I'm just going through my pictures now, and I've got some candidates picked out for last week's episode. There's the rock pile, muddy Jeep. I just go through and adjust the colors, sharpness, and then publish them throughout the week. Alright, I am going to call it a night. Tomorrow I am absolutely getting a shower. I haven't done laundry yet either. I want to take some time to consider my heading and see if I can find a place to camp that might be a little bit closer to Prescott. But I will sleep on it. Good night. It's Sunday morning, and I'm heading into Lake Havasu City to take care of some of those errands that I was talking about last night. Life maintenance time. While waiting for my laundry, I'm going to see if my electronic sway bar disconnect suddenly started working again. That'd be nice if it fixed itself. Wow, even after almost a week, even more water came pouring out of the electrical connector. I suspect the assembly itself is full of water. I let the harness dry out multiple times, so I changed my mind. I'm not going to put the fuse back in until this looks like it's done shedding water. I think that laundromat was the nicest I've ever been to. The machines accepted cards and even Apple Pay, and the Wi-Fi was blazing fast. I didn't need it, but I always check the speed. It's good to know. All right, my next stop is Love's Travel Stop, a truck stop where I can get a shower. All right, I have clean clothes and my first shower in too long. Let's do this. Now I just need a haircut. I am off into the wilderness to find a place to spend the night. I know that life maintenance stuff really isn't that interesting, but I don't know. Maybe it is. It's part of the story, part of the adventure. Scottle cooking underneath the Joshua tree, making something simple tonight. Even I can't mess this up. I set up camp in the mountains east of Lake Havasu City. I'm right off a dirt road on BLM land. It looks like a main artery, so I'll probably see some traffic tonight, but I don't think it'll be much. It's airy here, surrounded by cacti, Joshua trees, and free-range cattle. This was probably an inappropriate thing to make. I'm sorry. You're delicious. It's Sunday night, and I'm about to call it a night after enjoying an amazing Arizona sunset. But first, I want to look at Gaia GPS and figure out a rough travel plan for the rest of the week. So right now, I'm in BLM land east of Lake Havasu. Tomorrow, I want to drive northeast to Wickenburg. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. And then southeast along Route 93. And then I'll enter Prescott, Arizona toward the end of the week from the southwest. But by the end of the week, I should be in Prescott National Forest, which was beautiful last time I'm there. So that seems like a good plan. But, okay, Netflix time. Alright, slight change in travel plans. I was looking at my GPS this morning, and if I go into Prescott National Forest, that's mostly high elevation. Most of the elevations are around 6,000 feet, which means it's going to be very cold. I was at 3,000 feet last night, and it's below 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so I want to be warm. My goal for this week is to be comfortable, to wind down, to prepare the Jeep for service next week. So what I think I'm going to do is push south on Route 93, kind of toward Phoenix, but not all the way, and go south under Prescott National Forest, find some warmer weather. I was driving southbound on Route 93 like I had planned, but I got distracted by an interesting looking BLM road. So here I am. It's an addiction, exploring. Whoa, wash. This road is great. It's beautiful, it's technical, it feels like I'm actually exploring. I should be aired down a lot more though. I'm still at highway pressure because according to Gaia GPS this terminates in a few miles, so I do expect to have to turn around. Just an old cement water tank. As interesting as that road was, it didn't terminate anywhere interesting, just at that water supply for the cattle. But now I'm going to backtrack and try to find a place to camp before I get to the highway. All right, that was a 12-mile round trip to nowhere and back. And that's okay. It was a great trail, and you never know what's out in the desert until you go look for yourself. Sometimes it's nothing. But it did deliver this really nice campsite that's about a mile off of Highway 93, surrounded by beautiful desert landscape, a lot of wildlife. There's a couple fire rings, so I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. I'm not paranoid. In fact, I sleep pretty soundly, but almost every single night I'm someplace different. So you just have to be mindful and be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention. I've had these since the very beginning, but very seldom use them. This is the perfect space for it. First I was like, I think I'll make an egg and coffee this morning. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just make coffee. And then, well, maybe I'll find something on the road. So that's what I'm doing. I left camp early and I am hitting the road. Find something along the way. I have some work to do, so I need to find internet access anyway. Well, that was a quick dead end, but the cacti are amazing. I'm south of Wickenburg, Arizona, after meeting up with my friends Bill and Maureen. Thank you guys for having me over for lunch and for the local knowledge. There's a lot of camping around here, and I'm just trying to find a place to spend a night or two. It's Tuesday night, and I set up camp at a flat spot south of Wickenburg, Arizona. It's surrounded by lush green cacti all around. It's really beautiful and peaceful. Haven't seen a soul. Today, while I was at the library, I made a list of all the things that the Jeep needs, particularly repairs. My core issues are death wobble and misfire between 1500 and 2000 RPM. I'll be driving down the highway at that RPM, and it'll just hesitate and buck for a second and then continue. It's once and done, and there's no check engine light, but it's really annoying. The clock spring in the steering wheel is still broken, the rear locker sensor is still broken, repair or upgrade factory fog lights. One of my bulbs is out, and they cost like $30 to $40. It's ridiculous. Got an exhaust rattle on the resonator that I've had for quite some time, and the electric sway bar disconnect is still bad, still full of water. I'm hoping that that will self-heal, but I don't know. It's not looking good. And there's a vacuum leak. P0456. It might just need a new gas cap, and then that's that. But I'm going to try to address most of those problems next week. Some are bigger deal than others, but the Jeep's about to turn 120,000 miles, and I gotta keep the wheels turning. My bread caught fire while setting up the camera, but it is still a sandwich. It's pretty good once you get past the char. It's Wednesday morning, and my agenda for today is to do a little exploring on foot. So I think I'm going to head up there. That is Vulture Peak, and according to the internet, it's a 4-mile hike. I'm on the saddle of Vulture Peak, and that was a 2-mile hike, and I'm at 3,400 feet. This is officially the end of the maintained trail, but the unmaintained trail does continue in that direction. I think I might go for it, but I'm going to have to put the camera away for this last bit. Vulture Peak, 3,600 feet. It's a logbook. It's Wednesday night, and I'm camped in the BLM area near Vulture's Peak trailhead. I'm surrounded by other people in RVs, vans, and there's this really nice Airstream behind me. So, popular boondocking spot. But tonight I'm going solely for practicality. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I'm staying out of the desert, I'm staying out of washes, and I'll probably seize the opportunity to go into town, check things out, and try to find internet. But it's 54 degrees out right now, and that's awesome. Now I know why there are so many people boondocking in this part of Arizona. It's Thursday morning, and my goal today is to find fast internet access where I can upload tomorrow's episode. So I'm heading back into Wickenburg, Arizona. I'm going to do a little scouting, look around town, and see what I can...
And I just bought some insoles to put in them because padding in them isn't working easy, so I'm putting insoles in them. So yeah, they're very nice.
Yeah,
I had.
Get you kind of know what you need.
It's Thursday night, around 3:30 p.m. I'm heading south out of Wickenburg, back into the BLM land where I hope to find a place to spend the night. I had a great time exploring town today. I went into a couple shops, I got some work done at the library, and I enjoyed a Mexican restaurant. Couldn't think of a better way to spend a rainy day. Now it is just a matter of finding a place to sleep. I did find a place to pop the camper at the end of a short BLM road. It's just off the blacktop so I can hear the cars going by. Kind of noisy, but it's otherwise a nice site. I feel safe, and it'll do for the night. But next week, the Jeep has its appointment in Prescott. I'm not sure how that's going to unfold, but I'm going to do my best to share the experience with you guys in next week's episode. Until then, that's a wrap. So thank you for following along, and I'll catch up with you next Friday, hopefully with a much healthier Jeep.